It's time for Around the Ozarks in 5, brought to you by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Roto-Rooter Plumbing and Drain Service, Blue Current, and Thompson Sales. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Hey, good morning to you on Friday. We made it to Friday, which is fantastic. Sarah is not with me, as you see this morning. She'll be traveling next week. So it'll be me for a while. I think I'll have Diana in next week with me. But at any rate, we'll get you the news that you need and tell you about some events coming up this weekend so you can take part and have a great weekend. Hope it's been a good week. Boy, this is happening again. The long string of ATM break-ins continues. This time, Marionville was targeted. Once again, thieves used a stolen truck to break into the machine and steal cash from inside. This is just the most recent in a series of these types of burglaries of ATMs. We've been telling you about it. Seems like a broken record. In the last several weeks, we've told you about some 16 of these thefts taking place all around the Ozarks, and still no arrests. So whoever's doing this has got a system down, and it is proving effective. I just wonder how much cash do they need? How long are they going to keep going? A man wanted in Illinois is under arrest in Christian County now. He was arrested after a short chase on Highway 65 involving Christian County deputies, some other law enforcement as well. The man led authorities on the car chase, then jumped out of the vehicle and took off into the woods where he was arrested. The family of the Springfield teacher who was killed in January in a car crash on Interstate 44 is suing now Amazon. Hillcrest High School teacher Jennifer Bryant lost her life when the truck hit her head-on. Her family is accusing Amazon of not properly training drivers and not properly evaluating drivers. The driver is also accused of being tired, asleep, or distracted, causing that crash. Sad story. Some of the guns from a pawn shop in Marshfield have now been recovered. Marshfield Gun and Pawn was burglarized a month ago. We told you about that. Thieves got away with 18 guns in total. Because of good record keeping, including the serial numbers, we know 4 of those guns have now been found and collected by police in the area. So when guns like that are stolen, the serial numbers go out, and all the police departments get them, and then they can match them up with whatever they found. And so far, 4 of those guns have been found. Burrell Behavioral Health just opened a new center devoted to autism. It's located on Primrose near Glenstone. The new center is intended for teenagers and for older children. Burrell has an existing autism center that will continue work with younger kids. So this is for older kids. And it happened. The United States now has a ban on the TikTok app that will go into effect in less than a year. President Biden signed that bill into law yesterday. The owners, China-based ByteDance, has about 270 days to sell the company or not be allowed in U.S. app stores anymore. That means they wouldn't be able to, you could still have the app, but you wouldn't be able to update it, and eventually it would be obsolete. TikTok is planning to sue over free speech grounds. Democrats and Republicans, this is rare, but it happened, agree that TikTok can be used by the communist Chinese government to hurt America by collecting the data of millions of American users. So I'm surprised that it happened, to be honest with you. And we'll see what happens in court. It may not happen at all, but I'm surprised that the legislature went ahead with it. Closer to home, Glendale High School is getting turf for its baseball field, both on the infield and the outfield. It will be the first Springfield High School to have a turf outfield. Some of them have turf infields. The outfield will be marked with lines so the soccer and football teams can practice there as well and get a little bit more use out of that turf because it ain't cheap. The price tag is about $1.2 million. So Glendale, congratulations to them. This is still a long way off, and it still could change along the way. We'll keep you posted as it maybe does. But we now know who is inked for next year's Bass Pro Shops Tournament of Champions. One of the featured teams is Link Academy from Branson. I think they're in their 4th year. It's a school that just started. It's really got an unbelievable basketball team. They've already been ranked number 1 in the country. went to the national championship in just the first 4 years. So they will be in this basketball tournament, the Tournament of Champions. Central High School will be in the tournament for the second year in a row, and Parkview will be back. So 3 local teams in the Tournament of Champions next year. Other big names include Christ the King out of New York. You've heard of them. And Milton, Georgia. They've been here before. And some other teams that haven't been here before. The 8-team Tournament of Champions is set for January of next year. Excuse me. Meanwhile, it's a tough time for the St. Louis Cardinals and their fans, and fans are showing their unhappiness with their dollars. Ticket sales and attendance are both down at Busch Stadium. Not abysmal. It's not abysmal like attendance at some of the other cities across the country, but it is down compared to St. Louis numbers, down by about 5,000 fans per home game when compared to last year's numbers up in St. Louis. So not trending well. The Cardinals had their first losing season last year since 2007. So they need to get it in shape because they had an exciting come from behind victory, I think, earlier this week. But they're going to have to do more than that because it's been rough. The Springfield Police Department, we've actually done stories on this. They have a shortage of employees, officers especially. The police department has a lot of jobs it needs to fill, so SPD is planning a free open house for those who might have questions about what it's like to work in the police department. That is tomorrow from 10 to noon at the Police and Fire Training Center on Battlefield at Scenic. The open house will feature officer jobs. Those are the jobs that are open, and officer jobs and office jobs. So not everybody's going to be an officer within the department, but they have jobs that are both. All you have to do is show up there 10 to 2 or 10 to noon if you are interested. 10 to noon tomorrow. Also tomorrow, you can jump into spring and buy plants and get some great advice from master gardeners. Big sale is happening at the Japanese Stroll Gardens inside Close Memorial Park on South Scenic. Starts at 8 o'clock and continues until they sell out. Rain or shine. It looks like rain. So be ready. You won't have to water when you get home. Starts at 8, continues until they sell out. Master Gardeners will have a similar plant sale in Nixa on May 4th, next Saturday, and also in Joplin on May 4th, next Saturday. So you have 3 chances, really, this weekend and next weekend to get the plants that you need for your house to be ready for the summer as it quickly approaches. Hey, I wanted to remind you about our Mother's Day giveaway. We're thrilled to do this. We're having a contest. You can go to AroundTheOzarks.com or the Around the Ozarks app to enter this contest. And one mother is going to receive a $150 gift card for a flower arrangement provided by the Flower Merchant, which does a great job, and also a $50 gift card to Civil Kitchen for dinner. So isn't that nice? All you have to do is enter at AroundTheOzarks.com. You can even enter your mom if you'd like. I think that'd be probably the thing to do. Win your mother a $150 flower arrangement from our friends over at the Flower Merchant, and a $50 gift card to Civil Kitchen, which has some great food. So we thank those sponsors, Flower Merchant and Civil Kitchen, for being part of that and offering up those delightful prizes on AroundTheOzarks.com and on your Around the Ozarks app for your phone. And just by the way, whenever you go to either the website or the app is free. You can get it, then you have it on your phone. We have all our podcasts there. You can catch up on Sarah and mine and all the others that we have there for you. We have a lot of stuff going on at AroundTheOzarks.com, and on the app we have the calendar of events that tells you what's going on all around the Springfield area. So it's worth having. Have I sold it enough? It's worth having. You should get it. All right. Well, that'll do it for this week. We're wrapping up the week. Sarah is traveling next week. I will be here. I think I'm going to invite Diana to join me, and we will give you the news and have a good time. And then we'll see Sarah back the following week. But hope you have a fantastic weekend. It's going to be stormy and rainy for at least part of it. So you can check out Abby Dyer's Wake Up Weather. If you're listening, you can stick around 30 seconds or so. Abby will pop up with her Wake Up Weather forecast. And if you go to If you prefer the video, then you can check it out on Facebook or aroundtheozarks.com or the app. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for listening. We don't take you for granted. We appreciate you very much and hope you have a fantastic weekend. I'll see you back here Monday.